8-1 run over the last 2 days on PrizePicks. Let's talk about some more plays. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Craig Bennett, aka Cash Cake, back with another NBA PrizePicks video. Yesterday was pretty good to us. We ended up going 3-1. Hopefully, you jumped on that Randall rebound prop as it did come up later in the afternoon. I told you that was one of my favorite ones. So he hit that. He also hit his rebounds and assists. Brunson killed it with points. And the unfortunate thing is LaMelo Ball did get hurt. He only played about 19 or 20 minutes. And it looks like he hurt that ankle that hurt him earlier in the season, which stinks for him, man, because he's a lot of fun to watch to play. But, yeah, that killed that play for sure. But, hey, we're on a pretty good run here. Like I said, 3-1 yesterday. We're going 8-1 over the last 2 days. So I got 3 more plays for you. We will jump on them right now. But before that, if you do not have a PrizePicks account, make sure you use that promo code CashKeg and get 100% instant deposit match up to $100. Link is in the description below. And like always, if you find any of this information useful in your picking your plays or anything like that, hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. It means a lot. And we'll just keep knocking these out. And hopefully they help you in your research process. So with that, let's dive in. All right, PrizePicks desktop is up on the board like always. They got a mobile app you can download as well. Yeah, not a big slate. We got 5 games on hand. I got one first half play for you here, and then I got 2 full games. And the 2 full games coming from the Detroit and Chicago game. This first half play for me, though, I do like a bounce back spot for our man. So we're going to go points, rebounds, and assists. And I'm going to go over here to James Harden. We're going to talk about Harden a little bit here. Points, rebounds, and assists for the first half. Now, if you were a part of our, Patreon membership, if you want access to that, again, link in the description below. Our projections actually had the under on him on the Portland game. And I think a lot of that had to do with the defense with both PG-13 and Kawhi Leonard out there. And that just opened up things for Embiid. And that's why I was on Embiid that day, points-wise, because I figured they're going to try to get the ball out of his hands. And that's what happened. But I love going back to him here. They're going up against Portland. He's cleared this number in 8 games before he missed it on the Clippers here. He had it cleared it 8 games before that. 19, 24, 19, 32, 28, 26, 22, 21. We got a close spread at -2.5 with a 233 over under. I love his minutes in the first half. He's averaging 18 minutes a game over his last 10 in the first half. So you love those minutes. And if we go look at some of the guards have done against Portland, full game. This is full game stats, not half. Jamal Murray put up 29 points, rebounds, and assists. Spencer Dinwiddie on the 15th put up 37. If we go back, Dinwiddie put up 30 on the 14th. Donovan Mitchell, 36 points, rebounds, and assists. Garland, 32 full game here. So there's some spots where, I think he can get it going here against these guys. Portland's ranked 13th in points allowed, 16th in assists allowed. We know James going to have the ball in his hand. So I expect a big bounce back game for him in this spot. Hasn't faced Portland yet this year, so there's no real stats to go off of. But I do like a bounce back spot for James Harden. First half, points, rebounds, and assists, 18.5. Let's go back over to full game here. Like I said, we're going to talk about 2 plays in that Detroit-Chicago game. The big news we're waiting on here for the Detroit side, though, Chicago's clean. On the Detroit side is Jalen Duren. He's questionable right now. If he were to be out, we get Beef Stew, probably playing center with a lot of Noel backing him up at center, playing that reserve unit. So I hope Jalen actually doesn't play this, but I don't think it really matters. They've been pretty putrid when it comes to rebounding the ball. So one play I do like is rebounds and assists, and I like taking Vooch here at 14.5 rebounds and assists. Detroit is ranked 25th in rebounds allowed, 22nd in assists allowed, and they're almost dead last against center position, 28th in the center position. Chicago's favored by 7 with a 236. My only worry here is if Chicago gets out and has a good game and they blow them out would be my only concern. But on a slate like this, I think this is a good matchup. Juice is on the over on this at -130. He's cleared this in 8 of his last 9 games. And so I do like this 14.5 number here. And hopefully we see good minutes. Last 3 games, he's had 39, 39, 39 minutes. If we can see anything close to those minutes, he should do really well. And a lot of it is the rebounds, right? So if you wanted to look at just the rebounds, I'm okay with that as well. But I do kind of like the rebounds and assists for him, just because he does get you a few assists over his last 5 games: 4-1, 5, 4-4. He had a massive assist game in Philly where he put up 10 assists and 18 rebounds. So yeah, I'm gonna like this over rebounds and assists with him at 14.5. Then the last one we're gonna talk about is going back to points. And again, if this game stays close, I really like this play. And I'm talking about going to Killian Hayes here. So Killian Hayes, the juice on this is -135, -140. So it's we're getting pretty good value here. He's cleared this in 4 of his last 6 games. Chicago's ranked 18th in points allowed, 21st in field goal percentage allowed, 29th in pointers allowed, and 27th 3-point percentage allowed, 29th against the point guard defense. I know Ivy and Hayes, they'll run point a lot. The ball will be in their hands a lot. His shots have been up a lot. That's one thing that I noticed was, if we just look at his field goal attempts over his last 5 games: 17, 11, 14, 10, and 14. I like to see that. And the threes too. He hasn't been shooting the ball very well, but if these threes start dropping and it looks like you can shoot the ball really well against Chicago and 3-pointers, it's going to really help him because 8, 3, 6, 3, and 5. The problem is these last 4 games, he's been a little bit cold. 1 for 3, 1 for 6, 3 for 3 against the Pelicans, and then 1 for 5 against the Knicks. So if he drains a couple of those, it'll be pretty easy for him to get there. So I do like that. Keeps the fouls down, and then it just comes to minutes. He's averaged around 32 minutes over his last 10. So hopefully he can hit this mark, being out there with those guys. So that is the last play that we're going to talk about here. Again, small slate. Don't go crazy here. I like the plays a little bit better yesterday, but I still don't mind this. The big thing for me when it comes to Hayes and Vooch is if you think that game can stay close. And then again, I love the bounce back spot for Harden here. And if you really want to look at Vooch's rebounds, I don't mind that as well. If you don't want to take the rebounds and assists, the over 11.5 rebounds, I don't mind if you want to take that play as well. But I do prefer the rebounds and assists if choosing one of those. So yeah, there we have it. Those are the plays that we got today. Again, if you want to have access to our projections, anything that we have, out there with picks, all of our bots that we have, all the truEV, PlusEV, all the modeling, you can get access to all that for basically the price of launch in the Discord. The link is below in this video. And again, I'll see you guys always on the flip side. Deuces.